thing.
Tonight, from Bells Hill to Beverly Hills, Sheena Easton tells me about 20 years at the top.
I don't go out and buy Ferraris and dump them when the ashtrays are full.
The story of one. But first tonight, a fairy tale. 20 years on, she's one of Scotland's most successful entertainment exports. Yet Sheena Easton has enjoyed, at best, a love-hate relationship with her fellow Scots. Now describing herself as Scottish-American, I caught up with her in the middle of a non-stop publicity tour.
Suddenly I'm walking into 100 cameras.
Hi, Kirsty.
Hello.
Nice
How
to
you
meet
doing?
you.
My hands are sticky because I just scarfed a piece of chocolate.
No, you didn't.
I did. I stole a bit. I'm going to have some water if you don't mind.
Have a seat.
Thanks. This way?
Yep, that's fine. Now, I'd just like to say you're looking surprisingly casual.
This is kind of dressed up for me. I'm surprised you think I'm casual. Look, there's beads on my wee top here, and it's a nice leather jacket. Normally, see, if I was just at home, there'd be not a stick of makeup on, and I'd have on probably my sweats. That's about it.
So, when
my son's always mad at me because when I take him to school, I don't look like
you're just not smart enough.
Well, I don't look like the pretty moms. He actually
No, I
says,
get that too, though. I get things like, Mum, could you just brush your hair before you take me to school?
Yeah, I get, Mom, can you dress like the pretty moms? Don't feel my world.
In 1980, Sheena Easton became the first female singer to have 2 singles in the top 10 at the same time. Since then, she's released 15 albums, 20 singles and 8 soundtracks, including the theme from the James Bond movie, For Your Eyes Only. She's also had 3 husbands and adopted 2 children. I read somewhere that you'd gone into therapy.
Well, I was in therapy before that. I've been in therapy so much,
but
not
why?
quite as bad as Woody Allen.
But why? It seems very American.
Very
thing.
American.
I mean, frankly, if you were in Scotland, you know, you may be in the odd bit of therapy, but you wouldn't be in therapy.
But, you know, I have to say, therapy has helped me a lot. It's helped me come to a place where I'm comfortable in my skin now. And the thing about being a mother, because I know I've got a terrible track record with men in the sense that I'm not good at the commitment part of it. I've never been able to put a man first, completely first. With children, at least I knew that their lives depended upon me, and it depended upon me being committed, and I had to know I wasn't wanting to be a mother to fill a little void in my life.
That neatly brings me on to religion. Because, I mean, you told your mother that you'd become a Catholic.
I'm a Fenian, I'm a left-bitter, Celtic supporter now.
Why Catholicism?
To sum it up, the Catholic Church that I was raised seeing was a lot more about punishment and hell and damnation and rules. The Catholic Church that I came to see in the States as an adult was about the grace and the love of God and the forgiveness and the acceptance. And all God is the love that's inside you. God is just pure love. So that's what I learned in church.
You're a very shrewd businesswoman. Where did all that acumen come from? Because it wasn't just about music, it was about property as well, isn't it?
I have to tell you that, you know, my vast wealth sprung up overnight.
So you're not wealthy?
Well, I'm not poor.
Well, give me a ballpark.
Hell no, I'm not giving you a ballpark.
Give me a ballpark.
What do you make?
A lot less than you.
What are you worth? What does your house cost? What does your husband make? How much you got in the bank? See, you wouldn't answer that, so I'm not going to talk about it.
No, but I think, well, the reason I'm saying that is, are you extravagant? Do you have extravagance?
I'm not. It's the small things to me that indicate that you're spoiled. For instance, I literally could not tell you if a pint of milk costs $1, $5, or 40 cents. I don't know. Because to me, it's if you need milk, you buy it. Now, that's because for 20 years, I've never had to think about it.
Well, you just say you don't know the value of milk, but do you know the value of money in a sense? I mean,
hell yeah.
And does it make you determined not to be poor? Is that part of the drive?
It's not even a determination, it's an innate fear. You know, I've got earthquake, flood, fire insurance, I've got all the things that will protect me from catastrophe. I have that set up. That to me is more important than being able to buy a fancy car.
You're also, you've come to faith, but you're also a Democrat.
Totally, yeah.
And what makes you a Democrat? What is it about the Democrats that appeals to you?
I mean, there's so many things, different issues.
What about Clinton? Did you rate him?
I loved Clinton. I think that if Clinton was running now, he would have won. Absolutely.
What about integrity? He told lies.
He told lies about a blowjob, no question. Which man do you know in the world wouldn't? He shouldn't have done it, you know? It was dumb. My thing was, if he could have kept it in his pants for the 8 years he was in the office, that would have been the smart thing to do. But, you know, a lot of men think with the other head.
What about Monica?
Poor Monica, she just happened to do it with the guy that was the most powerful leader of the free world. He should have asked me. I wouldn't have told. I was single. I could have done it. I would have done it. Well, maybe I wouldn't have. I like to say I would. I like to, you know, like say, I would have done it and I had to dry clean the dress, you know? Like, he picked the wrong floozy. It's kind of a fun idea, huh? To think that he slipped you his room key. But he didn't hit on me. I was rather upset, actually.
When you look back, though, and through various stages and various periods in your life, and going back to the big day, which was not a good day for you.
God, that was awful. That was, for me, probably one of those most embarrassing moments on stage.
In 1990, Sheena Easton returned to Glasgow to perform in a free music festival, The Big Day. Unfortunately, as cans and bottles were hurled on stage from a hostile crowd impervious to her charms, it proved to be a bad day. Sheena hasn't performed in Scotland since.
I was really hurt by the press coverage of it afterwards. They took it and blew it up like it was like, you know...
Did it influence your attitude to Scotland? I mean...
No.
No.
Absolutely not. I'm proud to be Scottish and proud to be American. I'm truly a product of both influences and both cultures. There's no question. It's this accent, which is this weird blend of whoever I am.
You say that you're not happy with your accent, but, I mean, it's just the way you speak, isn't it?
But it's like so high-pitched and it's up there and squeaky sometimes, you know? It's like I think, oh, I wish I had a nicer speaking voice.
But you also shoot from the lip, because you said in a television program something about, oh, maybe I should just be a lesbian, and the next thing it's in the tabloids. I mean, did you do that for the shock value?
What, is it in the tabloids that I'm a lesbian now?
Yeah. No. Let's be quite frank.
Oh, I'm like...
It's in the tabloids today that you said, that, hey, hell, why not a lesbian relationship?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with it. If my daughter turns out to be a lesbian, I hope she gets a nice girl.
But what I'm saying is that
I happen to like men, unfortunately.
So
I got the music in me. I grew up hating Iron Brew. I'm sorry. I like Tunnocks caramel wafers, but I hated Iron Brew. So, but ginger
champagne.
beer, love that.
Thanks very much indeed.
Album.